Very good morning, respected our Registrar Dr. Prakash, Dr. Sugandhi, College of Engineering Dean, Dr. Kalpana, HOD Physics Department, and Deans from other campuses who are listening from the other campuses. So very good morning. First, I would like to congratulate you all, the students who got very good opportunity to study in the prestigious campus of the state. It's not only in the state. I would like to tell, as our registrar pointed out, in the recent announcement by QS World Ranking, our university stands 10th in the country. As per QS World Ranking, this is 10th in the country, which is next to 7 IITs, IISc, and 1 Delhi University. That is the top. That is the first among the state and private universities in the country, now as per QS World Ranking. So you got very good opportunity to study in this wonderful campus. Okay, now you all assembled here and you have 10 days induction program. Induction program, what for this induction program? So you all studied well, so you might be knowing the power of knowing about everything before going to the class. That means whenever you go to any class, if you just read the subject and go, then after the class you need not spend time, right? If you have a small look about what you are going to listen in the class, that students will perform well, because at the end of the class itself everything will get clarified. So that you need to follow during your studies also. In the same way, in the 4 years, next 4 years, what you can get from this university, that if it is given in 10 days time, then you can plan yourself and you can make a roadmap for your 4 years life here. Definitely it will be very useful. Otherwise, some earlier years, in the sense recently only this kind of induction program we have started. Otherwise, many students, even after 4 years, they do not know what are the facilities available in these 4 campuses. So we want to tell what all the facilities, what you can do, what you can get from this campus within these 10 days. So that will help you to plan yourself for the next 4 years. So you make use of this induction program, very useful. It is like going to the class, some revising, not revising. It's just the introduction about that subject. If you read and go, there is a powerful information, or from the teacher you can get a lot. Otherwise, after that you have to spend a lot. After that, if any doubt comes, nobody will be there to clarify. So that is what the power of this induction program. And as both the registrar and the dean pointed out, the curriculum is devised in the international standard level. In the sense, the student should have multiple options. It's a highly flexible curriculum. Highly flexible curriculum. In the first year, you will be studying some subjects, fundamental subjects related to science. In the second year of your study, you will be studying the fundamental subjects related to your branch of engineering. Then from the third year onwards, you have total flexibility. From the third year, at the end of the second year, you should know your strength, where you can excel. Sometimes the subjects, the topic you have chosen, the branch you have chosen may not attract you. In the sense, you have no interest on the subjects, nothing wrong. Then also you have high flexibility to change your career. It's a highly flexible curriculum. All the engineers can become a computer engineer. All the computer engineer also can become a mechanical engineer. All flexibility is there. All flexibility is there. So after second year, you have the option to take, what is that? It's a vertical, no, it's a honors degree. So if you want to excel in your same degree, so master's degree level subjects you can also study in your BE itself. then you can get honors in the same discipline what you are pursuing. Or if you want to get knowledge in the other branch, you can take minor degree. In the same discipline, you cannot take minor degree. So minor degree, a civil engineer can take minor degree in computer science. A computer science students can take minor in electric vehicle. So mostly hereafter, to pursue your career, for your career, computer science is very much required in most of the engineering field, but it's a tool. Only with that computer science you cannot do anything. You need a domain knowledge. Like that, only with the domain knowledge you cannot excel in your career, because everywhere, all the fields, you need computers. So you need to know both. So anyway, whatever be the branch here, finally you will become a full-fledged engineer. You will become a full-fledged engineer, for which all the core students who have taken core engineering, you please take minor degree in some of the artificial intelligence or cyber security or any field you take. Then you will become a full-fledged engineer. Mostly core engineering, those who are doing, we have also introduced the 4 major subjects hereafter which will rule any engineering field: artificial intelligence, data science, machine learning, IoT. These 4 subjects we have included in all curriculum. Out of that, you can take, any engineering students can take 2 subjects, so that you will have at least a small knowledge about that. Without this field, the core engineers cannot do anything hereafter in the engineering field. So that you should, accordingly, the syllabus is also recently revised very much. And your second year, third year subjects, we are doing, your first year syllabus only will be announced shortly. The second year, third year, fourth year syllabus, still revision is under process. So you will get very good syllabus on par with any of the IITs in the country. You will get very good syllabus shortly. That will be announced after 2 to 3 months. So we are doing lot of exercise to make very good curriculum and syllabus for you. So this is, your curriculum is revised after 4 years, or 2023, regulation 2023. So you will get the best curriculum. It's a highly flexible curriculum. So it's also I should tell this, in the human mankind, the revolution started, major revolution is agricultural revolution. Then in the last 2 centuries, it is industrial revolution. When the industrial revolution took place, the bright students of this country had no chance other than to contribute their knowledge and skill to the developed nation, because here there was no scope. But now it is knowledge economy. Hereafter it is knowledge economy. Those who have brain can contribute anywhere in this world. So with the powerful information what you gain from this institute, with the knowledge itself, one can become millionaire within 2 years. Because it's hereafter it's ruled by knowledge economy, for which no big infrastructure and all required. Only brain is required. Brain is required to become a powerful person. So you try to gain as much as possible during your stay here. These 4 years is very useful for you to become a powerful person in this world. So you can shake the world with the brain itself. So that it is available in this campus. You make use of that to this maximum extent. Then many students, many of the parents also came to me that my son could not, he cannot, or he or she, this hostel, can we get the international hostel? So like that many requests came. So it's better if you live with the students, you will learn a lot of things. That kind of experience you will never get if you mingle with your classmates. And the hostel life is the best life. Throughout your career, whatever you learn, that will be very helpful to lead a very good family life, as well a good employee in any organization. Because nowadays, this many ego, that kind of problem everything will go away if you are living in a hostel. You will see many scenarios. you will know what is life. What is life? So I request all the students to mingle with your classmates, hostel mates. You will get lot of life lessons that will take you to the greater heights. Greater heights. Hostel life is very important. That I also lived 6 years in UG, PG in hostel life. That period, whatever I gained only, it's helpful for me to lead a good life. So that is very important. Okay, day scholar also, you can come here and mingle with the hostel students and team effort. All these things you can inculcate during this period. So nowadays the parents, they give a lot of, it's a pampering is very high, so that they are isolated from the other students and other things. That kind of things will not make you a leader, will not make you a leader. You should mingle with mostly, I have seen many these IAS officers, after some period, they will become their judgment, fast decision and all, they are able to take, because in the young age, they are posted as collector. When they are, the first job itself is collector for IAS. There is collector for sub-collector or collector. Within at the age of 35 itself, they will complete their collector tenure. After that, they will become secretary, principal secretary, additional chief secretary, like that. So during this tenure as collector, they mingle with the public. So they get lot of information, what is life. Then they are able to make decisions very fast. So public life is important. Rather than this knowledge alone will not be helpful. So you should mingle with many people. So how if you are able to read other person's mind, you will become powerful. If you are able to read other persons, when you are talking what he is thinking, you should know how to read the other people's mind. So that and all you will get if you are leading a good life in the hostel. So this hostel, I request all the students to mingle with the other students. Don't be idle, alone. You don't get separated from the other students. Only book knowledge will not be helpful. Book knowledge will not be helpful hereafter. Okay, all these days the book knowledge may be helpful to come to Anna University, but hereafter only book knowledge, it's no way useful. You need to have the world life, the human life, other people's mind, you should know how to read. So that people management is very essential. So what I can say, all these years in the companies also, the knowledgeous people were respected. But now, how to use other people's knowledge only, those kind of people will be respected. Understood? How to use other people's knowledge, because all the people's brain is inbuilt in the computer. Now you should know how to use thousands of people's brain through computer. That only required. Understood? How to manage the people. So all the people's, your brain is, after few years, if you are expert, that your brain, the expertise will be taken and it will be made inbuilt in the computer. So you should know how to use that computer software for the benefit of the society or industry. Understood? One person's knowledge was respected some 20 years back. But if you have very good knowledge, that knowledge, to make it useful for the industry, it requires some 2 years, 3 years. But if you use how to use 1,000 people's knowledge through the software, within one day you can make this work done. Understood? So that earlier days, knowledge and skill, knowledge was respected very much, but hereafter, more than knowledge, the skill will be respected. The skill means how to use that software. That means you have to practice, hard work. That will be respected much by the industries. Understood? So any engineers without learning any of the software, industrial software, analysis software, you will not be respected in the industry. You won't get very good jobs and all. So whatever be the field, in all engineering field, a lot of softwares were developed. You should know how to use that software efficiently. Then only you can use thousands of bright engineers' brain for the benefit of the industry. Understood? Basic knowledge will not help you hereafter. You should know, you should develop your skills. You should develop your skills for which all the opportunities are available here. That you should make use of that. Then after some 2 years, now you have studied 12 years in the school, 2 more years also you work like school life. Whatever the teachers tells you, teachers they tell that subject, you learn and become very good that is engineer with the fundamental knowledge, The first 2 years only, all the subjects will be the fundamental subjects in the related field of engineering. That is also required. When you use that software, this fundamental knowledge will give flavor. So that is also essential. So you learn all the fundamentals related to your engineering in the first 2 years. Then after that, as we told, lot of flexibility. If you decide, okay, I don't want this engineering, I want to become an IAS officer, means we have a subject vertical, public administration, that you take it as a minor and you read some 8-6 subject. Then when during your third year itself, you can start preparing for your IAS. For your information, in the whole country, 169 persons from these 4 campuses are doing this UPSC Group 1 service, that is central government service, IAS, IFS, that in the state cadre as well as in the other state cadre. So a lot of opportunities. Very recently, the students' success rate in the IAS from Tamil Nadu got decreased. That's why we are also trying to give, because mostly the students from this college only should become an IAS officer. So on an average, every year 4 students become an IAS officer from this campus. On an average, of later years they will come. So that strength should come at least 10 to 15 every year, 10 to 15. For which also we are giving some coaching for IAS also. It is possible from third year. Okay, so those who want to become an IAS officer, you can choose the subjects from the third year. Accordingly, we are revising the syllabus. Those who want to become an entrepreneurial also, one minor we are making. So if you take that entrepreneurship as a minor subject, you will be given lot of information how to become an entrepreneur. That also will be available in your as a separate vertical that you can select from the third year. Okay, so all multiple options, highly flexible curriculum is there. You make use of that. So then, other than these subjects, you should always, this is the young age, many people in the not Anna University student will not get addicted, but many students not only in the country, in the whole world, that too particularly in the developed nation, 50% of the people, they get addicted during this adolescence, this young age. 15 to 20 is the period, many people will get addicted. After that, there is no good life for them. So you should know how to keep the things away. Addiction is slowly only it will come. Any kind of addiction, it will slowly, you do not know that you are getting addicted. You are in the process of getting addiction, you do not know. But once you get addicted, all your power, whatever you have gained during the school life or this college life will become waste. You will not be useful even for your family members. Okay, so addiction is there. There are different kind of addiction. Every addiction, slowly one friend will come to make you to get addicted. So you should know the differentiate. You should always associate with the good friendship. The friendship is very important. Okay, here all are good only. So everybody should make others also good. So you understood? So friendship is very, very important. உன் நண்பரை சொல், உன் நடத்தையை சொல்கிறேன்னு எல்லாரும் ஒரு உன்னோட ஃப்ரெண்டு யாருன்னு பார்த்துட்டே நீ எப்படின்னு கண்டுபிடிச்சிருவாங்க. உன்னுடைய நண்பரை சொல், உன் நடத்தையை சொல்கிறேன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. எல்லாரும் ஒரு ஆள் நல்லவங்களான்னு பார்க்கறதுக்கு அவங்கள சுற்றி இருக்கிறவங்கள பார்த்தே கண்டுபிடிச்சிருவாங்க. உன் பகைவனை சொல், உன் எதிரியை சொல், உன் திறமையை சொல்கிறேன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. உன் எதிரி பவர்ஃபுல்லாக இருந்தாங்கன்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? நீ இன்னும் ரொம்ப வளர்ந்துட்டு இருக்கிறேன்னு அர்த்தம். புரியுதில்ல? ஸோ உன்னோட எதிரி பெரிய ஆளாக இருக்காருன்னு ஒரு அந்த இண்டஸ்ட்ரியலிஸ்ட் இருந்தானா அவனுக்கு உன் மேலே பயம், நீ அதே மாதிரி வந்துடுவன். ஸோ அந்த பாதையை நோக்கி போயிட்டு இருக்கணும். உங்கள் எதிரி எப்போதுமே நிறைய பவர்ஃபுல் எதிரியாக இருக்கணும். பவர்ஃபுல் எதிரியாக இருக்கிறாங்கன்னா நீங்கள் நல்லா வளர்ந்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கிறீங்கன்னு அர்த்தம். ஓகே, ஸோ ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் நல்ல ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸாக இருக்கணும். தட் இஸ் வெரி வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். ஸ்லோ பாய்சன். இட் இஸ் லைக் if you get a bad company, it's a slow poison. It is a slow poison. So you should understand whether he is coming to spoil you or not. Outside also there are many people, they get associated with the outside world. So they go outside, your hostel life, you are totally away from your home. So outside you may get some wrong friends that you should avoid, you should know. So even mobile also, it's nowadays, through mobile also you will get friends and they will addict. They will make you to addict. Okay. So there is, okay, we have introduced, what is that subject? Digital in the first year. Okay, this is very, very important. First year, there are 4 subjects other than your regular subjects. We are offering as value added course. Value, you all please take any one of the subject in the first semester and one more subject in the second subject. So all these subjects will make you, that will prevent you get addicted. And also it will take you to the right path. To my knowledge, these 4 subjects will be most powerful subjects you are learning during your entire 4-year course. But it is, unfortunately, we are not making it as an elective or a compulsory subject. It's a value-added course. Value, it's not mandatory. You can choose, but it will be that if you go through that subject, that mark will get reflected in your mark sheet. But that's for your CGPA calculation, that will not be counted. But people who are evaluating attitude and all, they know if you are going through these 2 subjects, they will give additional weightage when you assess them, when they assess you. So this value added course, in that one important course, digital wellness, digital personality development. There are 4 kinds of course being offered during these 2 semesters. I request all of you should, we want to, there are totally throughout this campus, there are some 2,000, 4 campuses put together, there are some 2,500. We want to give at least a maximum of 700 for every subject. So if you are a little late, you will not get subject of your choice. So that ceiling will be closed. So 4 subjects, you register when you are asked to register. Out of these 4 subjects, which is of interest, you give preference. If you do it early, you will get of your preference. Then you should, there is no choice for you. You may have to take whatever is left, because all these 4 subjects are important. One, digital wellness. Because of this phone, all people now we got addicted for mobile. Am I right? The whole world got addicted for this mobile. What kind of ill effects through this mobile, that will be taught, and physical also, mental health, everything. And how to overcome this mobile addiction is one subject. How to overcome this, it is already, we are all poisoned. It's a slow poisoning is already made. But how to overcome, it's also a separate subject. It is digital wellness. It is about digital wellness. That is a 30-hour subject, 30-hour course. So that also is part of there in the value-added course. For the first year students alone, we are going to offer as value-added course. You take one subject in the first semester, that will be most powerful subject, I feel. And after your second year, you all should do some SWAK analysis. Okay, what is SWAK analysis? Strength, weakness, opportunity and challenges. You should know, for most of the very big organizations, they keep on every year, they will do SWAK analysis, and to make their roadmap for the next few years, first they will do SWAK analysis. So only with your strength only, by showing your strength to this world only, you can march forward. Without knowing your strength, I am sure that I know your strength more than what you know now. I know your strength more than what you know about your strength. But at the end of second year, at least, you should know what is your strength. What is your strength? Because you may think that if you have some complex, you will think that that person is better. But if you are able to assess the whole world only, then you will know you are much better than anybody else in this world. So you should know. பாரதியார் சொல்லியிருக்காரு, என்ன சொல்லியிருக்காரு? யாமறிந்த மொழிகளிலே தமிழ் மொழி போல் இனிதாவது எங்கும் காணோம். அவருக்கு அது எப்படி, அந்த சொல்றதுக்கு எப்படி தெரிஞ்சது? அவரு 25 மொழியை படிச்சிருக்காரு. தமிழ் மொழியை மட்டும் படிச்சுட்டு தமிழ் மொழி தான் பெருசுன்னு சொல்ல முடியுமா? சொல்ல முடியாது. அது போல இங்கே எல்லா இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டு உங்கள் ஸ்ட்ரென்த் என்னன்னு தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். உங்கள் ஸ்ட்ரென்த் நிறைய விஷயங்களை தெரியலன்னா யூ cannot அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் வாட் இஸ் யுவர் ஸ்ட்ரென்த். ஸோ இந்த ஃபீல்டெல்லாம் இருக்குது, இதில் நம்ம ஸ்ட்ரென்த் என்ன, இந்த ஃபீல்டுக்கெல்லாம் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி இருக்குது. நவ் தெர் இஸ் எ பிக் ஃபீல்டு, திஸ் ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ், திஸ் data science is going to rule the entire world. Entire world is going to be ruled by data science because everything will be converted into data. The analysis also, whatever is available, that will be available in the data. We have the capacity to store the data. With the data, with the artificial intelligence, you can train that and make it automated. So when this is becoming powerful, another field which will also emerge. What is that? Cyber security. Because all this power is coming through data. So to take that data in the wrong route, people will be emerging. So cyber security is becoming more powerful than artificial intelligence. Because anyway, that is one rule, law of nature I want to tell you. That is law, mechanical engineer will study at this third semester, law of entropy. Law of entropy, if you want to make a system order, it is possible at the cost of making disorder in the surrounding. Okay. So where is your boundary? This is your boundary. Within the whatever is there within this boundary is called what? System. Whatever is outside the boundary is called surrounding. But as per law of nature, what magnitude of perfection you can make in the system and what magnitude of disorder you can make in the surrounding, if you quantify for any action, because of any action, what orderliness you get in the system and what disorderliness you get in the surrounding because of the same action, always the magnitude of disorderliness will be higher. So now this world is moving towards artificial intelligence and data science. Because of that, the disorderliness will be higher. Then another engineer should work for what? How to correct that disorder. That is the cyber security people. Cyber attack. Physical doctors also have to work. Because of this, all the people will work alone and they will get a lot of mental frustration and mental disorder for which doctors need to work. Right? For human, because of all automation, what will happen? Because all these days, a lot of very good playing nature was there for the young kids. Nowadays, all the kids are playing only with the computer. But one point of time, they will get frustrated. They do not know what to do in their life. So mental frustration will come because of all automation and all. So everything will be associated with some disorder. This industrial revolution, industrial automation, the major disorder is the underworld people will become powerful by, we may think that we are doing perfect. One single minute, everything will be attacked and everything will go. So then cyber security, that field is becoming more and more powerful than this positive field. And this human threat also, it's very high. Because of mobile addiction, many people are becoming mental disorder. Mental disorder, a lot of, that is why this digital wellness subject is also introduced. Digital, how to handle this mobile effectively, what all the ill effects, that is one good subject. At least if you don't get the opportunity in the first semester, you take it in the second semester. Digital wellness. Okay, hereafter, because of the whole human action, I told you that that's why the law of nature, law of entropy, always sustainability is missing. Sustainability, the whole world, all these years, human action was very less. But in the last 200 years, the human action was very high because of this industrial revolution. That is why there is a large disorder. And in the last 200 years only, the environment damage was very high because of electricity invention, this vehicle, aircraft, all these ships and all are making what? Lot of disorder to this environment. Now this major further disorder is because of this IT revolution. Further, that and all disorder to this environment. But this IT revolution is making disorder to the human itself. Right? So here the sustainability is missing. All these engineers are only making the world disorder. Do you agree? Engineers are only making this world disorder. All this invention, I told you, because of this fast growth, the disorder rate will be there. To understand, I used to tell one very good example. All this, now without AC, you are not able to sit here. But 40 years ago, when I came to join this engineering college, there was no AC. Only the vice chancellor, registrar, and the director of this earlier day, instead of dean, earlier days called director. Director of the institution had air conditioning. I joined in 1990. I came to this university as a master student, and in 92 I joined as lecturer. 92, after my master's degree, I joined as lecturer. Those days only 3 ACs were there, and hardly that time only computers started coming. Then the only computer rooms were air conditioned. Then many people, when this peak summer time alone, all the faculty members will sit in the computer room to relax. The peak summer time, the Akni time, only some 14 days it was difficult. But that time the number of cars were also maximum, around some 10 cars were flying in this campus. But now more than 6,000 air conditioner are there. More than, within this 30 years, more than 6,000 air conditioner, and more than 1,000 cars will be there. More than 1,000 cars will be there. Because of that only environment got damaged. Am I right? In the last 30 years only, the environment got damaged because of energy consumption. Lot of energy and environment are opposite in nature. If you want good life comfort, what is required? Energy is required. At the cost of making environment disorder. So now in the IT revolution, all are getting automated, life becomes sophisticated, comfortable life, but at the cost of human disorder. So cyber security and other fields are also becoming powerful. You should know why I am telling all these things. You should know what is sustainability. Any action, any engineering invention, innovation, what you make should be sustainable. Now hereafter, if you make something, that will not be rewarded very easily. Whether you are the invention, what kind of disorder it makes to this human or to the surrounding environment, they will assess. So every action, you should have the concept of sustainability in each and every action. Then only you can become a very good engineer. Not only the inventive, with any invention also should be with sustainability in that invention. Sustainability in invention. Finally, the sustainability, you should know the meaning of sustainability. When you go out of this campus, I am telling something, but you would not have understood fully. But when you come across various examples, then the meaning of sustainability you will understand better, because now there is no time to explain with more examples. But still you will understand about the sustainability in the coming days with your reference to your subjects. When you study more and more, you will get lot of information and why it is important. The sustainability is important. The whole world is now talking about sustainability. There are 16 sustainable development goals. So there it is, inclusivity is also included. So without sustainability, if one is growing very fast, anything growing for simple concept you should know, anything is growing very fast, their sustainability is missing in a larger way. Anything is, that simple concept you apply anywhere, you will understand this meaning. Anywhere, anything is growing very fast, sustainability index is very low. Anything is growing fast. So slow and steady should be there. Then the sustainability means hereafter you should understand in your action whether anything is very fast. So I can tell with a simple example. You would have studied Ohm's law. Everybody in the 8th standard itself would have studied. What is that? Ohm's law. That Ohm's law is what? I is equal to V by R, or V is equal to IR. I is equal to potential difference by resistance. Anything to flow, what is required? Potential difference. One drive is required. You are here because somebody has driven you. Your parents have driven you to study more and more. Because of that only you have studied more. Am I right? But during your study, there would have been lot of resistance. Am I right? Your friends would have called for movie. Your mobile would have, any action, anything to flow, some driving potential is required, always it is associated with some resistance. Current is flowing with the potential difference, but electrical resistance is there. Like that, heat is flowing with the thermal potential difference, temperature difference only it will flow, but there will be some resistance. Human is flowing with somebody's potential difference towards some objectives, but always it will be associated with some resistance. But how to make the flow higher? How to make the flow higher? With the large potential difference, and also it is possible with the minimum resistance, am I right? So where you should make an attempt. You should not try to achieve this flow with the higher potential difference, you should achieve that with the least resistance. Least resistance. Then it is sustainable flow. Then it is, both ways you can do it. With the higher potential difference also you can achieve that. Am I right? The higher potential, least resistance is a good way of achieving this flow in a sustainable way. And also one more thing I will tell you, this is very most powerful tips to become a successful person in this, in your career, in your family life, everywhere. In any flow when it is happening, it will be always associated with any action will be associated with the driving potential, and as any action means what? Any lively thing. That means action. With the potential difference and resistance only will be there. That you can apply anywhere in this, any action happening in this world. But this resistance, there are so many resistance. You would have studied, if they are in series, you can add, am I right? So the resistance, there are so many resistance. For your studies also, now I am, if you take it as a teaching learning process, you are learning from your teacher something, that driving potential is the maximum, the knowledge what the teachers have, and the urge to learn. If you have no urge to learn, the potential difference will be less, am I right? And the teacher is no interest to teach, then also potential difference is less, am I right? If the teacher is for the sake of getting salary, he is teaching, means potential difference will be there or not? With the interest, how all the knowledge what he has, he wants to convey this to this transfer of knowledge. I is the knowledge transfer, flow of knowledge. The potential difference is the potential difference between the power of the teacher and the urge to learn. But in between there are so many resistance may be there. Am I right? What all the resistance? You are sitting here, when I teach the subject, one call is coming from the, one vibration mode you have, one call is coming from your friend. That is one resistance. You should have make it as a silent mode. But till you want to listen whether the friend is calling or not. Otherwise somebody could have already addicted for some games. So if cricket match is going there in the ground, you want to watch the score, you cannot sit in the room, right? And if you are sitting in the room with some 4 persons can sit, there 5 persons are sitting, that is a resistance, am I right? Teacher is writing in the board, the chalk piece, the powder is coming to their face, he or she will get irritated, am I right? There are so many kind of resistance. Like that, any action will be associated with many resistances. In this process, what is the major resistance? What is the prominent resistance? Out of these many factors in the teaching learning process, which is the major resistance? Which is the resistance? The mobile nowadays will become if you are able to avoid mobile, your success flow will be very high, right? That is why we have included the subject digital wellness. So there are so many resistance. Out of that, which resistance is predominant? That if you are able to identify, and if you work towards that resistance, that is suppressing that resistance, then your growth will be very fast. Then your growth will be, understood? Whatever the objective will be, you will achieve that object very easily if you are able to overcome the resistance which is predominant. So always in the strength SWAK analysis when you make, you should assess what is your objective and whether you have sufficient potential difference and what are all the resistances, which resistance is inhibiting your growth, that if you are able to identify, then you suppress that resistance, your objective you will reach very easily. Okay. So beyond this, finally I want to tell one thing. Everything, whatever it is there is a natural blessings from the others is required. Blessings is the final ultimate trump card. If you have lot of enemies, because there is a science which is not yet explained, is still there, which is the power of mind. Power of mind. If you want to become a great Nobel laureate, if you put that seed in your mind and work towards that, it is definitely you will achieve. Definitely you will achieve. The mind is so powerful, whatever you want to achieve, it is possible. But your mind has some power. But who are sitting nearby you also, their mind is also powerful. If you have lot of enemies, their negative power will not allow you to succeed. So you should have very good attitude. You should take a mind to take everybody along with you, then only you can achieve that. You should not have lot of enemies surrounding you. Okay. So if you have lot of enemies, that power will not allow you to take to the positive heights. So whatever you want to achieve that every day morning, some 1 minute, okay, this is our target. You will definitely achieve that. But you should not tell repeatedly to others, because that you want to achieve. About that, the other person should not have a negative mind power. That will suppress you. Okay. Then the best thing what you get is that blessing, from whom you will get best blessing? From parents. So if you have very good blessings from your parent, that will remove all the ill effects from your negative effect from this. That blessings you should have forever. So you should respect your parents and their blessings. If even I have scientific, though it is scientifically not proved, I have also felt many times some difficult situation. If you think about your mother, definitely immediately some help will come. That will reach them. That much power is there for mind. So mind power is so powerful that positive blessing you will get from your parents. So you should respect your parents, and whoever is respecting and getting good blessings from their parents, their life will be definitely successful. So if the blessing is, if blessing is not there in the negative way, means definitely that person will struggle like anything. So you try to get the best blessings from your parent. Any difficult task you are going to face, you take the blessings from your parent. You should inform that to your parent that you are going to do that task. That blessing will help you in a very big way. And also you try to get as many well-wishers surrounding you. That will take you to the very higher heights. And I wish you all the best. This 4-year stay, you should not only give proud to your parents, also to this campus. The best thing is you should become a very good citizen of this country. This country also should become a rich country. That one more thing I want to tell. All these years, the people who are given best knowledge with the taxpayers' money of this country, they served for the other nation only. All these bright students were identified and they are given seats in IIT and this prestigious institution. After that, they all worked for the other nations. But the amount the government is spending for these students is very high. All the taxpayers, all the poor farmers' money. But straight away they have, okay, now this is not the place for us. Only the US is the place for us. Then they go there. Am I right? But you should contribute for this nation. As Bharadiyar told, எட்டுத்திக்கும் சென்னிடுவீர் கலை செல்வங்கள் யாவும் குணர்ந்திங்கு சேர்ப்பீர். So you can go anywhere for some study, but you should return and serve for this nation. You should, why it is not happening? After your studies, you will become powerful person. Then you should have a feel of inclusivity. That is missing. There are lots of people, still poor people there in the country. Then that mind will not allow you to grow more and more. That is why what you should do, you should take the society also, then only you can live comfortably in this country. I told you the power of mind. If all the people are enjoying rich, then only you can also live in this place with comfort. But everybody is suffering, you alone cannot be comfortable. So that is why we are now talking about the inclusivity. All the whole Indians should become rich. So for which what you can do? This one more problem, as I told, this digital divide is coming in a big way. That as this information technology is growing very fast, some of the intelligent persons will become more rich and rich, billionaires. Because one app they will make, an useful app for the society, means he will get more money. Lot of possibility of making money very easily with the brain. But innocent people, those who do not know how to use the chat box, because they don't know how to use, they are very poor in English. All the chat box is coming with what language it is coming. So information, more and more informations are coming. The people who are able to access the information will become more and more powerful. The people who are living in the remote village will become more and more poor. Right? So that is called digital divide. But if that is more, you cannot live in that place, because with a lot of people suffering, one person cannot enjoy. So that inclusivity is also important. Inclusivity, you should make the society rich. That also it's your responsibility to make your society rich. So the digital divide is coming in a big way. So that is why sustainability, everything should grow. Everybody should grow. So you should help the society in a big way. This society which helped you, you should help for that society in return. There are so many opportunities. So what you should do as the chat box and all, if you are able to make it in vernacular language, that also they will also become powerful. Am I right? So you next 10 years you can take responsibility. All these chat box, the farmers, where they have to sell this, and fishermen. There are many apps which are available, done by some very good organizations. The fishermen, where they should fish, where the fish availability is very high. All these are made as app. So you should help for the farmers, fishermen, those people who are working in the bottom zone, their lifestyle also should improve. Then only you can live this country with a good lifestyle. Otherwise, I want good lifestyle. This is not the place. My place is Canada, Australia, or Europe, or US. Half the people will fly, and again this country will be like that. So you should, it's a responsibility to give back to this country whatever knowledge you get from these institutions, which is built by these people. As our Dean pointed out, there are very successful people who are giving lot of things. And also, finally, this year before last, 2021, our university ranking in the world level was 850. And last year it came to 550 in the world ranking. And this year, in the last 2 months ago, when it was announced, we came 427. We are moving very forward. And that 427 is 10th in the country. So above Anna University, now only 7 old IITs and IISc and Delhi University is there, Delhi Technological University. So we have made, our core group have made some targets. 50th year of Anna University. Anna University was formed in the year 1978. So 2028, 1 year after you become graduate. So 2028, our target is Anna University should become, that is within 200 in the world ranking. Within 200, none of the institutes, only IASC, I think only 1 or 2 institutes are around 175, 150th rank in this world from the Indian institutes. So our target within 5 years is we should achieve within 200th rank in the world, for which all your contribution only. It's not only we can, all the stakeholders should work for that. So I request all your contribution. If all your mind is, I told you the mind power. If you all think before you leave that you should be proud of that you have studied in an institution with the world ranking 200, then it is proud for you. Am I right? So before you complete that, we should achieve. For that, your mind, you also should think on that line. So perception building is required. Perception building is required. You should understand what is available. One, for small information, that is also very essential. One of the committee, when they came for assessment, finally they assessed everything, they understood it is good. It is good. And finally they interacted with the students. They interacted with the students. He wanted to get what all the negative things which is available, because he wanted to report something negative also, because as a inspection committee he wanted to get some negative information. But he has asked the information in a wrong way. In sense, to my knowledge, it's a wrong way. But what he asked, instead of asking what all the things you feel further improvement, that is also okay. He asked, this question he asked, what all the things you suggest for improvement of this. But the students who responded, they do not know what are all the existing facility. They told all the existing facility itself as the place for improvement. Then the assessment, the inspection committee thought these are not available in the institute. Understood? So whenever you respond to any of the committees, you should be very careful, because that will give rank for your institution. Understood? Because of your ignorance, which is you do not know what all the things already available in this institute, if you tell that, he has taken it as a negative remark and left. So you understood. So ignorance also sometimes will make the things wrong. So you should not be ignorant, you should know. That is why this induction program, what all the things available in this university. So you should bring laurels to this university, and also bring laurels to your family members, and also you should become a proud citizen of this country. Thank you for the wonderful opportunity to interact with these first year students. All the best. All the best.